They just emptied it yesterday, so
Yeah.
I just have to push it out again for tomorrow.
Could it go any slower?
I don't know, could it?
I'm wondering.
Well, it's sitting here.
I know, it's just not doing anything. Come on. There we
I haven't
go.
got the notification yet. There it goes. Notification.
Yeah, but I
That
can't. I'm not doing anything. I,
it
I'm
says
I'm
it
stuck.
says wrong.
I'm stuck right here. Not move. You know where it's Zoom plus YouTube?
I don't know, but you're on. So
I don't know what's going on, everybody. I'll be with you as soon as I can. There we go. Okay, now. Hmm,
I'm the only one on anyway. So
it's it's doing the
I'm
same thing it
watching.
did yesterday.
It's probably the update you did on your computer.
Yeah.
Screwed
I
everything
guess
up
I'll just stick to this. I mean, I'm not. If it's not going to take me over to my Zoom, then
over to your channel.
it's saying sign in. Um, no, I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to stay right here. All right. Thought was yesterday. I'm telling
Take a deep breath. Let it out.
you.
Or hold it.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
And I'll stick my 2 cents worth in, see if
Yep,
anything pops in.
they will.
There's 5 people
Marie's
watching.
on right now. So
No,
as
she's not
soon as
supposed to be on until 2 o'clock my time, or
oh,
her
2 o'clock.
time. Yeah, that's what Terry said on Lori's channel.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go over here. Yeah. And good morning, everyone. Okay. Oh, why'd I do that?
I don't know.
Jeez. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd,
21st.
21st. No, I should know that. Today's my favorite baseball player's birthday, Brandon Crawford. Anyway, we were going to be working on the, no, not that one, candlestick block. Okay, it requires 6 colors, but it's a fairly easy block. Okay, if I can do it, which I'm going to prove to you guys, I hope that I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to choose my 6 colors right now. right after I get the iron ready. Whoa. Runaway irons. Which I will be hiding that cord. Now, what 6 colors do I want? Well, I'm thinking maybe I can use up some of the fabric that I've already been using.
Lisa,
This right here. At least a little bit more than 6. Let me count. Okay, 1, 2. I need a background. Um, get an idea of what I need. Okay, background, the yellow. Okay, so I need 2 colors. Or no, one of the same. So why don't I make this the background? Fabric 2. Um, 3. 4. 5. And I'm wondering if I could use these. Yeah, work on 6. All right. So those are the ones that I'm going to use. I'll show you guys in just a second. Here's the colors that I chose. I think that'll be pretty, or at least a unique looking um, block. Okay. Now I'm going to have to. I have to take off my glove. Okay. Gonna plug in the iron. All right. Fabric A. Okay.
Lisa says I'm preparing for a snowstorm this Saturday, 6 to 12 inches plus expected.
Oh no, that's a lot of snow. What state are you in, Lisa?
That was, that's what I was wondering.
Thank you for putting today's block up there, Gladys.
Yeah. Your secretary's hard at work.
Yes, you are.
She's in Kentucky.
Mm, Kentucky. No one has the snowy state, right? Okay, so that's a way to warm up the hands. Put it on the fabric when you get done ironing it. All right, so my background, I need, okay, the biggest ruler I need is a 3.5 inch. So bring out my 4. Okay. So I'm going to cut 2 squares. This is the background at 2.5. Okay. Sometimes I forget to unlock.
Hey, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. Welcome. How you doing? I should say, how you and Dee feeling today?
Don't mention her hay better since this morning. But
Okay, 1 and 2 and 7/8. I tell you, I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I was so warm. And I knew if I got up, that would be it. And it was. Just lay in a nice warm bed all day and watch TV. Be up for that. Mm, 2.5.
and it says, we are here. Wish this was gone.
Huh? Me too, Sandra.
Instead it ran its course before it before
However
it
long.
gets out of, before it gets out of your system. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yep. Whoa. There's still some color wrinkles here that I'm trying to get. I don't want to get it wet because then I'll get wet. So these are fabric A. No, let me get the A. Now B. Wish I had some place that's big and flat that I could just lay these back in flat and they don't, they don't get all um, wrinkly and stuff. But I have no such place. So, okay, so B, we need, these are tiny squares. Go over here and do it. A2. And okay, so we have 2 at 1.5, or 4 at 1.5, I'm sorry, and then 1 at 2 7/8. Okay. Okay, so I know this one is 2 7/8.
I mean 3 7/8. That's what the pattern says.
No, I see one. Cut 1 at 2 7/8.
You must be on the wrong one then. That's not what it says on 12-inch.
Oh, am I cutting the wrong fabric? Yes.
You're cutting an 8-inch block instead of
This is wrong.
the 12-inch
Oh,
block.
I'm glad you caught that, Gladys. Thank you. So I need to start over again. Yes, I was on the 8-inch. Here's not Monday. Thought I had the 12-inch. Okay, so what size is the biggest that we need over here then? 3.5. That's not 3.5. Nope, 3.25. Yes, I can fold it, or let me fold it. And I'll cut 2 at 3.5. Oh, it's way over here. Okay, set that aside. And 1 at 3 7/8. I think this one is 3 7/8. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, that'll any big pieces I'll put back over here. Any small pieces, I'll keep them over there. Okay, so over here we need 3.5 for our first background piece. 3.5. And then this one is 3 7/8. A little bit. Okay, the easy way to get rid of the threads, right? Okay, iron.
That is a good catch, Gladys. And Carrie's here.
Hi, Carrie. Welcome. How are you doing? It was a good catch. I would have gone on and cut all of it out, thinking it was the right one. Okay. Now, fabric 2, this one again. But because I folded it, it got all wrinkly. Okay, so this one we need to cut four squares, 2 inches, 1 square, 3 7/8. Okay. I'm gonna 4 squares, exactly 2 inches. So 2 and 2 is 4. Okay, then
Hi,
I'm going
Mary.
to. Hi, Mary. Hello, hello. Welcome. How are you doing today? 3 7/8. Okay, so it's almost to the 4. For those of you that don't know, okay, we have the 3 here, and then the little lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the line right before the 4. Okay, that's your 7/8. It took me a little while to get that down, but I did get it down. And that's the same with all the numbers. Um,
Says the block would have needed framed, but it would have worked just like in Summer Moon.
okay, Sam.
Even if you did the 8-inch square.
Yeah, just add the borders, right? Let's say you want 2 7/8. Okay, here's your 2. You're gonna count what would be easier so you guys can see it.
Mary says, I'm finally
Okay.
getting around. I'm in hibernation mode.
uh, choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, on the second one is your 1/4 inch, and on the fourth one is your 1/2 inch, and on your sixth one is your 3/4 inch. So you have all your inches right there with you. Okay, that one's good. So we'll do this one first. 3 7/8. Now I can call out these measurements because this is a free pattern over at fabricsquare.com. Okay. It's called Candlestick. Okay, then 2-inch squares, not a problem. Line up the 2 and the 2. I lost my sewing mojo back there a while ago. I'm so glad I got it back though. I just didn't want to do any sewing at all. And I missed it, but I just didn't want to do it. But I'm so glad that I have it back now. Okay, just for the record, I don't know where Susan is yet. She could still be sleeping. I don't. Okay, so this is fabric B. Fabric B. Okay, fabric C. Cut 4 squares at 3.5. Okay, not sure. That's not going to make it. 4 at 3.5. Hmm. Okay. Sure exactly what happened to this piece, but okay. So maybe. Okay, they're both 3.5. So I'll go ahead and cut 2 of them to here. Okay. There's one extras pieces. Okay. So these
Hi,
can go
Terry.
together. Hi, Terry. Listening while I get the bread dough going. Ooh, that sounds, you're making fresh bread. Mm. Sounds good, Terry. Been a while since I've had fresh bread. Making sure that it's straight now.
Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Lori. Welcome, welcome. By the way, Lori, I wanted to tell you that your flowers look absolutely beautiful. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, so 3.5. And that's a perfect fit. Okay. 4 squares at 3.5. That's fabric 3. Okay. Well, in this case, I'm doing it this way. It's fabric 3, C, ABC. Okay. And fabric 4, cut 2 squares at 3 7/8. Okay. Okay, at 3 7/8. 2. Okay.
Yes. Shady Susan says good morning or afternoon, all depending on where you are.
Hi, Susan. You say good afternoon, Susan. I know where you are. Okay. Pretty good. 3 7/8. Now these are not even, but so I have to take them apart. Are we following the? No.
Hi, Loretta.
Hello, Loretta. How are you? Hope all's well.
And hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. How you doing, hon? Hope all's well.
Susan
Each
says I'm
day.
moving snail like a slow today. I'm still awake at 3:30 in the morning. Just couldn't fall asleep last night.
I was just the opposite. I was saying I didn't want to get up today because I was so warm in the bed.
Loretta says give some thumbs up.
Thank you, Loretta. So how are you doing, Nancy? Okay, this is fabric 4. Fabric 5, we need 2 squares at 3 7/8. It's my fabric 5, right? This one, no, this one. Sorry. First iron, then we can sew.
Loretta says good day, just cold here, 21.
I know it's cold here too. I don't, I'm just freezing. Can't get warm.
Susan says I would ask for everyone to say a prayer for Teresa McBriar. She has a bad something happen to her and her family.
Oh, I'm sorry. No
And
problem, Teresa.
Nancy says I'm here just trying to get back into things.
Yeah, I know how that is, Nancy. Okay, we need to cut 2 squares. All right. I just buried the rotary cutter at, again, at 3 7/8. So be a little bit more forgiving. Okay, so let me.
Loretta says, okay, sorry, Susan. And Nancy saying praying for Teresa. Susan says they're calling for 8 to 12 inches of snow this weekend. This is, I am hoping the weather people are very wrong.
Wow, 8 to 12 inches.
Lori says, so sorry, prayers for Teresa and her family.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, 3 7/8. The itty bitty arrow looking thing right here to line it up with the 7 right here. I felt so bad for Chase last night. He wanted to play, and I told him I can't play with him because he's got my hands all banged up. Okay, so this is fabric 5.
Always giving hugs to Nancy.
DDE.
And Susan
And now
says,
the
thank you all
last,
for the prayer. She will greatly appreciate it. And Carrie's praying for Teresa.
not a problem.
While I'm in the winter weather watch and a extreme cold watch. Until Sunday, Monday, something like that.
Yeah. May snow in Texas.
Might get snow. I don't know. Rain
Well,
first and then turn to ice.
got 2 at 3.5. So
Hi, Cheryl.
hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Is everybody giving me a thumbs up, please?
Lori says, Susan, let's hope they're wrong. I'd be nervous about more about ice.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
And she's saying
Okay,
hi to Cheryl.
here's one. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this piece off as it is. And I need 4 at 2 inches, but first I need to take care of this one. Okay, 3 7/8. Well, yeah.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Welcome. One thing I'm not, and that is a carpenter. Trying to figure this out. Did it not cut straight or?
Gary says, just saw you are live. I want to drop in and hit the like button.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much.
Trying to get ready to get something to eat and get ready for work.
Yeah, I remember those days. Waking up early, I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work. To be there by 5. Okay. But I loved it because then I got off at 2, had the whole afternoon to do whatever I wanted, which was usually I went swimming. You know, you can swim 10 months out of the year over there in California.
Gary says, I do look forward to retirement, but that's a few years away at the moment. So I was saying hi to Gary, and Gary says, but I work evenings.
Do you like working evenings? I used to hate it.
Gary said, hi to Loretta. And Gary says, I don't typically get home before midnight.
And I used to work all the holidays except Christmas. I go, I'll work any holidays you guys want me to, but I won't work Christmas. So it worked out really.
And he says it fits my internal clock.
Okay, these some scraps. I gotta make a new scrap bag. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna come back. Mhm. So many threads. Okay.
Gary says, I worked B-Tip for the last 11 years. And Susan says, I think I'll call today a PJ day, so I don't be coming on today, Kathy.
Okay, no problem, Susan. I got it. I wanted to do a PJ day today too.
And Gary
But
says, I better run if I'm going to hit the more lights. And he says, you'll have a great week, month, and year.
you too, Gary. You too. Thank you for stopping by.
And I put it in his channel if anybody wants to go over there and subscribe.
Thank you for doing that. All right. All my fabrics cut out. Now, what they want is, let's see here. Fabric A, we take, all right, I'm going to need my, turn that off for now. Okay, so fabric A is, I believe it's this one. Yeah, background. On a 3 7/8, we're going to mark it, and then we're going to cut it. First, we're going to mark it. It says, cut it on one diagonal. Okay. Let's try to get it as even as you can. Okay, now we're going to cut it where we okay. I'm going to put it back over here because we got more cutting to do. Okay, on the B, on the fabric 2B, this one square here, we're going to do the same thing, only on the one diagonal. Okay, so we're going to mark it. And we're going to cut it. Okay.
Or is this where you're making, Kathy? I forgot.
The candlestick block, I'll show you right now. It's this block right here. Can you see it okay, Gladys?
I'm putting in links to people's channel. Yeah.
Okay, this block right here. a little bit of half square triangles and four square, and, a little bit of this and that. So I'll set that to the side. Nothing done on fabric 3. Fabric 4, which is D for me. So let's see, A, B, C, D. Okay. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to draw our line. Okay. What I want to do is, or what I am doing is I'm doing the alphabet. So I'm on C. I'm going to try to get block from each of the letters in the alphabet. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's marked. You guys can see. I'm going to put it back down. And okay, so this was number 4. Or for me, D. Okay, so C, A, B, C, D, and then in E, okay, E, we're going to do the same thing. None of these are twice, they're all just once. So on the one time that I actually get my waiting for the twice, right? Okay. And then you're going to cut on the line that you just made. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so now we're going to put it back and we're going to cut. Okay. Okay, 1, 2. And you should have 4 pieces when you're done. You started with 2 and now you have 4. Okay. E, and the last one, fabric 6. Okay, we don't cut any. So I have my fabrics over there. Okay, so now keep this in the plastic to keep it, a lot nicer. Have a clean. Okay. So, yeah, so what are we gonna do now? Well, we're gonna put it together. Okay, so first they want okay, we're gonna make 4, make 2, make 4. So we're gonna make 4 or 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna make 6. Okay. And we're gonna do it using our, I believe our background and fabric 5 and fabric 4. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 and 5, and we're gonna put those together. So let me get those. 5. No, that's these. Sorry, and 4. These two, right? Okay. So these two are gonna go together. So they look like this. They're a square. Okay. I'm making 6 altogether. So I'm gonna flip this over. Okay. 1. And we want them to go the same way. So actually haven't made any of these for a while. So 2. Okay, 2. Let me make sure it lines up. Okay. And the last one. Okay, I'm going to put the pen in here just so I know what's going on.
You're welcome, Sandra and Susan.
Okay, so then I want to do the 1 and 2, make 2 of those. So that would be 1 and 2. Okay. So these two go together the same way. Okay. They should just fit really nice when you put it back together. Yeah, kind of like a puzzle piece. You're putting it back together, like so. Okay, I'm going to take these over here and I'm going to sew them along the bottom of the, oops, I just messed it up. Along the bottom here, okay? Because you want to be able to open them back up so you have your half square. You don't want to go on the side because that's not going to be your half square. That's going to be a blind geese, and that's not what we want, okay? So we want to go along the bottom here, but first I have to get my sewing machine ready. Okay, I'm going to go and do this assembly line sewing. So shouldn't take too long. I hope. Really knocked this out of whack. So I'm just going to try to fix it. One. You may have to kind of straighten it out a little bit when you get over to your machine after handling it, like I just did, but then I dropped it, so I got to do it again. Okay. On that one. Here's the last one. Yeah, machine with assembly line sewing is quicker and where did I put my scissors? One, two, three, four. Okay, and I'm going to cut off the thread here that's not needed. Set it over here. And I know I'm weird. I don't like thread. I know. I just think that it just takes away from the beauty of your whatever you're doing, your block, your quilt, your just totally takes away from it, I think. Okay, one more. All right, I'm going to take it over here, turn my iron back on. I wasn't sure how long I was going to be, so I turned the iron off. Now I have the strip stick that I used to iron these on, to make the seams all nice and neat and all that. But I didn't get it, so there's one. It does make for nicer, nicer seams, but and I also need to use some of the start, which I haven't been doing. Open, open, open. Yeah. Oh, this iron is a perfect fit for the seam. Oh, cool. Okay, you go back there. Yeah, I don't like thread on my fabric, Susan. Like around where you cut and all that. I think it makes the fabric look really, really not really nice, not really pretty. So as I go along, I try to get rid of as much threads as I can. Uh, and definitely in the end game, I get rid of them all. So and that's dog ears that I get rid of, but not right at the moment. Okay, so these are done. Now, now we're going to do our excuse me, our 4 patches. Okay, so we're going to take these. A, B, I think, or B and C. What are they? And these, right? Yeah. I believe we're going to make 4, right? 2 and 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 4. Okay, it says make 2, right?
Susan says, did you say you don't like thread, Kathy?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't like thread. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold these over on one another. Okay. Like so. Now y'all can pin it if you want. There was a time that I did pin everything. And I mean everything. Okay, so I'm going to go over there and sew these together. I'll be right back. Last one. Okay, so here's the 4. So I'm going to cut. Not sure what happened there. Now these are only, 2-inch squares, and then you cut a 1/4 of an inch, so they become 1 3/4 of an inch. So they're not that big. Need that one bobkin or whatever it's called. It helps me open the seams up quicker than my fingers. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the so I take 2 and 2. Okay, I'm gonna take 2, 2, okay, like that over. I'm just making sure that yeah, they're the same. Okay. So line up the theme here. Now, on something like this, because you're lining up the theme, you might want to put a pin in it. I am going to put a pin just to keep it, straight on a straight and narrow. Okay. So I have da 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 da. It's easy to um make a mistake and make sure that they're, I've made my share of mistakes working on these. Okay. And there's so little, it's hard to get it to go right. Okay. Yep. There, okay. All right. Mhm. There's those. Now, we're going to start putting some of this together, I think. Okay, we need did I skip something? Three. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Cut 4 squares. Okay, but show over here it's showing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's showing 6. Hmm. I'm wondering if that was a mistake and I should cut 2 more. And maybe not. Okay. So we have C and we have goes there. And this one goes here. So they join like that. And then this one at the bottom. And two, right? So here's one of the squares. Okay, gonna do another one. But for right now, line this up. And I got to come back and cut off the dog ears. Don't know what's going on. Wait a minute. Did that go? Yeah. And then this one. Looks like that, right? Okay. Now, thread. And okay. Okay, so this will be end up going like this. Okay. And then this piece, which cut out these dog ears real quick. And over here, there's a powerful lot of sewing to this. However, it's okay. Goes like that. Okay, there's one block like that. So I'm gonna line up the seam here. And as soon as the other block is ready, I will take them both over. That's wrong, sorry.
Time to wake up Jen.
Uh-oh. Jen, time to get up, rise and shine. Okay, so this one's the same. And by rise and shine, I mean rise and shine.
Rise and fall back to sleep.
That's what she does, yeah. Okay, so this one goes like that. This one goes here. And that goes like that. See? I'm not going to get that yet. I'll get it on my next trip back. I like working with the solids. It's easier. But they can't all be solids. That over there. Hey Dave, can I have a food freezer bag, please? Yeah. Use that for the. I need it for my scraps. Yeah. That one goes like this. Okay, so I'm going to line this one up too and put a pin in it. Okay, and I'm going to take both of these over and resew.
Andrew says she's still here.
Okay, Sandra, thank you.
I wonder why Susan retracted those two messages.
Okay. I think I ran out of bobbin thread. Uh-oh. Yep. Good. And, it was easy to fix. I love those easy fixes. I would rather it be the bobbin than the thread. Bobbin threads are easy to fix. Okay, one.
Well, this is chat. It's very quiet today. I'm cutting again today on Christmas.
Yeah, it is quiet. Nobody's talking. What's going on?
Everybody's over on Ree's channel.
Oh, that's where everybody went. How many do I have here?
16 people watching.
16. Well, thank you for all 16 of you. I really, really appreciate it. I really do. This is a beginning quilting class, and that's why I go into great lengths and great detail to explain things to you all so you understand what I'm talking about. And okay, and you want to make sure
I went
that
over to Marie to say hi.
okay. You want to make sure that these are lined up, these middle piece, lined up in the middle there. Okay, so that's that part. Now we have to do the other part. So, which is this one right here, right? Yeah, both of these. Okay, so that's going to take care of these. E and F. But this one should be a lot easier because all we're doing is putting these in. Okay, we want to go 4 and 5. So 4, which was
Susan says, "Oh, I'm also here.
thank
I'm
you,
here
Susan.
also, but you two aren't talking much either."
No, but I mean, I'm not talking much because I'm really into what I'm doing here, but I really, really appreciate you being here. And I'll start talking here in just a second. Yeah, they want these to match. So here's these two. Okay. 1, 2.
I have nothing to say today.
Wait a second.
Maybe later. I'm working on.
What size are these supposed to be? 3.5.
Loretta says everyone busy little bees today. LOL.
I know.
Buzz,
We
buzz,
are.
buzz, buzz.
Okay, 3.5. Yeah, this is a little bit bigger than 3.5. I realized that right away.
I cut it too big, huh?
Yep, sure did. So I
Cut once,
probably
maybe.
did
Maybe
this.
twice, cut once. That's a carpenter term. Carrie
If
says,
I,
I am here doing a new diamond paint.
you are, which one? Okay, so we want the, okay, yeah, we want it to go this way. Like that. Okay. Now it fits a little bit better. Okay, then we also want this one to go the same. So, like that. Hmm, like this. That's the whole, you got to be careful because we're going to have to line these up correctly. And in order to do that, I don't want to be doing any ripping out if I can help it.
Jerry says I'm here and sewing on my next quilt plus pressing, so I'm doing much, not, so I'm not doing much typing. Good to see new block, Kathy, plus I gave thumbs up when I first came in.
Thank you, Carrie.
And Carrie said she sent it to you.
Yeah.
And Sarah says, oops, not doing much typing. Yeah, well, that's what I thought you meant, but
Whatever I don't get finished here, I'll finish it over at Gladys.
Are you going over to Gladys?
Yeah. Remember, everybody, Gladys is on today at 4 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Pacific, and 5 o'clock Eastern. Okay? 5 o'clock Eastern.
and 3 Mountain if you're on Mountain time.
Oh, yeah, and 3 Mountain if you're on Mountain.
I don't think there's too many people on Mountain time.
Yeah. There are a few, but not many. Okay. Gladys does only come on once a week. So you want to catch her over there on Wednesdays.
Sandra says you take 4 of those sections and sew together, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm being very cautious. Okay, so I got these two. Set those off to the side. Then I've got these two over here. Do they go the same or? Okay, and then the other one goes that way. Right? Okay. I hope I'm putting this together correctly.
Yeah. Just do what it says in the pattern. Sandra said I had to get Dee a snack.
There's that. And this one. You know. What I mean by threads.
Who's gonna notice those on if they're on the back of the quilt anyway? The threads.
I know, but I just have a thing about it. I mean, you're 100% correct. This is just me.
I know, him being picky person.
It's fine. You know, everybody has their way of doing things. And we pick up our habits as we go along. What we did 6 months ago, a year ago, might not be what we're doing now. What I'm saying. And if I did anything wrong, I'll know because I'm going to put it together right now. And I'll know.
Heather says, I don't think anyone likes them threads.
Yeah, I don't either. But how many people actually go around and cut it off like I do? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, these are done. Now, let's put it together. Um, I'll probably need those, but for now. Right. I have all my pieces. Oh,
You could sell those too.
I want the dark. Just these. Okay. One, and then over here. I haven't done it yet, but
You could sew those together.
oh, that goes on the outside. Yeah, I know. I have to.
To make
That
a
goes
big,
like that. It'll be looking like a pinwheel, I think. When we're done.
well, I mean, you could sew it together and make one big block that way.
Yeah. True. Okay, so then
Let's see, Sandra says that is why I use the sizing spray. It'll stop that. Or starch stops the fabric from fraying also.
this goes.
You're
Like that.
having problems already. I can see that.
I know. Like that. It's supposed to look like a pinwheel. Here.
Oh, that bottom one. That move your hand down to the big one.
That one?
Yeah, turn it around. So your forced patch is in the middle. Keep going.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one is like this. And this 4 patch hits this one. So they join right there. And then these two are just hanging out. Doing whatever. Okay. That was the problem, was this. And that's going to be the block. this over.
Um, Sandra said the list ones needs change, don't sew. Too late, I think she's already sewing.
Yep.
Susan says one of those you're sewing is not correct.
Which one, Susan? Oh, the light one goes at the top. Okay, that's this one. Top. All right, change it, no biggie. Okay.
And you need to turn that block there.
This one,
Yeah.
turn it where?
So your half square triangle is not in the middle. Keep going
Like that?
there.
Is that right? Okay, then this one, is that right? The white one?
Just reading what Sandra says take one of each that wasn't sewn yet and pair them. Oh, she's already got them sewn. Doesn't look
know.
like the picture.
So undo these and put one of each on each. All right. That I.
Oranges color home needs in the center. Just what she wanted to use was a seam ripper.
I know. I was doing so good. But stuff happens, right?
Yeah, you can go over your time a little bit. It's 5 minutes to 2 my time, but that's all right.
Yep, no worries. Um, Okay, so okay, this one's done. Okay, so let me put this one over here.
So this is now see up the other corner.
Yep.
But that's pink, but not orange, but anyway.
Yeah, it is pink.
Sandra was calling out orange color.
It shows up different colors, I guess, on different
It looks pink
computers.
to me.
But it is pink.
We're gonna get her there, Sandra.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
This is slide that piece towards the other.
I'll join that one over there.
It's in the wrong spot.
Yeah. And this one here. Okay. So this one, the
Like that. Yeah.
like that, and this one
Yeah.
goes like this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then this one right here, and like that.
Yep. Yep.
Yay! Yay, yay,
Yeah.
yay, yay. Now I can finish it on your channel. I'm hungry.
It's not that one. And she says yes.
I haven't eaten yet today. I'm hungry. Okay, it's right here. I will finish it real quick on Gladys's. So,
Yes, yes.
are there any questions, comments, anything that anybody wants to know that who'd have thought one block could be so tiring? Not me. Okay. Nobody touched anything.
Sandra said no.
Gonna make sure that nobody touches it, so I'm gonna go like this. Put that on there.
Sure.
Hey, where'd my fabric strips go? They were right here. My rulers are here. I wonder if I put them.
Mhm. Very good. Put them over here. Okay, so there's no questions or anything like that? Okay, then we will see you guys in a couple hours over at Gladys's, okay? Bye for now. I got to get something to eat. Thank you for coming, Gladys. I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, Susan.
You know, I don't know how
That's
to.
what I'm on later.
Yep, she'll be on in 2 hours. I don't know what this is all about. Okay, bye for now. I'll figure this out.